I often feel like Walter Mitty, a man in his head desperate for an adventure. And plucked from a tiny town in western North Carolina, sometimes you get lucky. Well, there it is, Maddie. Our home for the next 5 days. Welcome to the Alaskan Legend, an 84-foot adventure vessel ported in beautiful Petersburg, Alaska, owned and captained by Charles Davis, a man of many stories, one of which is being detained in Russia after jet skiing across the Bering Strait.
Yeah, there's always plenty of good stories to be told about our jet ski adventures, going to Russia and Northwest Passage, growing up in logging camps, and my adventures on the water here in Alaska.
So for the next 5 days, we're gonna be traveling on the Alaskan Legend. It's gonna take us on all kinds of amazing adventures, and probably, I think, Joe can correct me if I'm wrong, some things even Charles has never done.
This is true.
So, let's see what we can get into. All right, so we're off. I don't know about Maddie, but I know I'm extraordinarily excited about this. I reckon less than 1% of the population has an opportunity to do something like this. And here we are on the adventure of a lifetime, and that is amazing. This is an adventure of firsts. First time aboard a yacht, first time in Alaska, first time seeing a glacier, albeit from a distance, and first time being hired for a film project. So it's important not to let the man down. Day 1, we head north, unaware of the journey ahead, but entirely aware that we'd see things we'd never forget. Well, that was amazing. I don't even know how to feel right now. This is one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Matt, how do you feel?
Disappointed without a bubble feed, but just amazing as hell to see these giant things and knowing that under 300 feet of water right now, there's these things essentially just flying like giant school buses, multiple school buses in the water. So it's intense.
If it's an adventure of firsts, it's also an adventure of connection, like connecting with a man who lives alone in a lighthouse. It's like the Arctic Alcatraz. It's kind of weird. Probably a colder swim though, I would imagine. So we're gonna go take a tour of this here lighthouse, Five Fingers Lighthouse.
Five Finger Death Punch Lighthouse.
It's a good band. Have you ever been here?
No, I have not.
So this is the first for you, first for
me,
us.
yep.
First for Maddie, cameraman. What the hell kind of life are we living?
Dude, I'm telling you, life's
This is
good.
amazing.
Watch out, there's lots of tripping hazards, all right? I'll just tell you real quick, there's several government agencies that are sort of connected to the lighthouse. There's the Coast Guard, which used to operate this building year-round, and this was the last lighthouse to be automated. After that, they would just come out and take care of the light, but they didn't really take care of the building, and they didn't take care of the grounds, so they looked for an organization to take control of that stuff. And so the Juneau Lighthouse Association was formed. I got on the board. I thought, well, we need kind of new blood, so let's get the people of Petersburg involved. You know, it's such a beautiful place to be. And you're in a wild part of Alaska. There's no bears. There's no mosquitoes. You know, how unique is that? I had a boat yesterday with 8 people and then you guys today. And then prior to that, I had a Nat Geo boat stop here. They set some tables up down there and they had hors d'oeuvres and cocktails and a gal with a tray holding drinks when people came up off the boat. 69 people at once on the island. So,
Wow.
That was the challenge.
So how was that mentally going from, maybe a stretch of 10 days with nobody and then all of a sudden 69?
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Connection is a key thing in Southeast Alaska, much in the way of Southern hospitality. Being connected is very much the Alaskan way, but also an Alaskan necessity.
Just got a phone call that we got a sailboat called the Moment that has just gone aground. Currently the tide's going out and there's some concern that the sailboat's going to roll over.
So it turns out that this boat is apparently stuck on an uncharted rock. So we're not sure if we're gonna have to get in and help them, put some wood up so the boat doesn't tip over when tide goes out, or what's gonna happen. So might as well get prepared. This is crazy. This is unexpected. But as Joe always says, it's Alaska.
This was a stark reminder of how quickly things could go wrong here. One second you're enjoying the views, and the next you're fighting tide and gravity. We later learned that over 100 years earlier to the day, a boat ran aground on an uncharted rock in this exact location, killing several on board. But today we got lucky.
Well, this has been quite a day.
Absolutely.
Anchored off the coast of West Brothers Island, and the crew of the moment safe and sound, Charles wanted to show us what the true Alaskan is connected with: land and wildlife.
Here we are up on the top of this island. Not much, maybe 150 feet in elevation, maybe 200 feet in elevation. And like here's a mussel shell sitting up here, and probably a land otter, or might have even been a bird dropping it on its way by. But yeah, you find stuff that belongs down the ocean up here in the hills. You just kind of wonder how it got here.
Yeah. What do you think you found?
Yeah, this is a watermelon plant. I don't know the real name of it, but these berries taste like watermelons. Just chew and suck a little bit, but then don't eat it.
What does that even mean?
Chew and suck on it.
Chew and suck, then spit.
Yeah, try it. It tastes just like a watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Hey, look, a bucket.
That's old native bucket.
That's
That's artifact. Everything's native around here, I say.
Looks like I just found dinner. A little bit of chicken of the woods. I'm gonna take that home, saute that up, a little butter, maybe a little garlic, and that'll go nice with some steak.
We're having freaking mushrooms all week.
I know.
We've seen the land. Now time for the wildlife. The stellar sea lion. With an average weight range of 500 to 1,200 pounds, the size alone is something to marvel at, let alone the sounds.
They got
a couple hundred
bronchitis.
sea lions right there. Just burping.
Oh yeah.
Just burping.
Just burping away.
Burping away.
Sea lions are amazing, but our main goal, something bigger.
We decided to come up to the top of the boat to see if we can get a better vantage point to see some killer whales maybe. Never seen a killer whale outside of, SeaWorld. That's pretty f***ed up. See one in the wild would be amazing.
And where we didn't find orcas, we found something else. You may have heard Matt mention bubble net feeding. This is a rare hunting phenomenon discovered in Southeast Alaska. The whales team up, dive far below the surface, blowing bubbles confusing the krill. And then, as a team, they feast.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Moving on from what locals would tell us was one of the largest humpback pods they'd ever seen, we made our way to Warm Springs Bay, a town that resembles what I imagine Norway would. Population, give or take 30 depending on the season.
We've made our way to Baranoff Island, and I think Charles said earlier that this area has the largest population of brown bear, which is just a grizzly bear close to the water. So hopefully they have guns, because I do not. But we're gonna go to a hot spring and jump in. So I have this weird philosophy that if you're gonna do something wonderful and amazing, that you have to pay for it in some way. You have to earn it. The lake and it's very cold, and we're gonna go in.
I'm volunteering to do it for fun.
Oh, this sucks!
Oh my God.
That is unbearable. It's a good thing I don't want kids. They're gone.
That's
They're
it.
100% gone. Get me to the hot spring.
Ryan, come back.
I'm good.
Come back.
Nope, you can stay. I'm gone. I've paid the price and I'm getting the reward.
I love it.
Enjoy your hypothermia, Matt.
No, this is freaking majestic as hell.
Earning our hot spring soak, I'm reminded that it's important to appreciate the smaller moments as much as the grand ones.
So Ryan, tell us anything?
The hot spring's great. We're in good company. We're in Alaska. And we've got beer. Can't ask for much more.
So we decided to start day 3 simply.
Ahoy! Prepare your booty. Truly incredible. Just this day alone is worth the price of admission. 9 hours of flying in 1 day, plus a couple days by boat, and you're in one of the most remote spots I've ever been in my life. Waterfall in the background, Joe and Mandy out there catching fish, Charles and Tiffany being awesome, me and Maddie having fun. That's what it's about. Just a couple idiots from Western North Carolina got lucky. Oh yeah!
Here, you don't have to film this part. She's gonna take a nap.
Where there are salmon, Joe is the smaller of predators to be concerned with. Baranoff and its neighboring islands are home to some of the highest populations of brown bear in the world, a close but smaller relative of the grizzly. So we decided to find out who the better fisherman truly is.
So right now we're at Hidden Falls, which is a hatchery on the east side of Baranoff. We're just coming up to check out the bears with all the fish returning. It's a great place for the bears to find a snack.
This is incredible and terrifying.
Moving on, with proof there will always be a better fisherman, we made our way south to Red Bluff Bay. But if we thought our bear show was over, Alaska decided to treat us with one final gift for the day. Next time, aboard the Alaskan Legend.
I haven't been on a piggyback ride in forever.
Is that some new species we haven't discovered? Should I keep it closed or should we let it out into the world?
Jesus!
Gotta try this, man.
The ball of flames that came out of that sucker.